I'm Nicole Wrights, and this is Writer Wednesday!
So this Writer Wednesday, I thought we might talk about the power of book covers and how certain covers of books can choose you to read them or shy away from them. And one example of this I wanted to portray is Red Queen by Victoria Aveyard. I fell in love with this cover looking at on Epic Reads on Twitter, and it just is so cool looking, and once I saw the blood and the crown and the red and the queen, I was like, I gotta read this. Plus, the author's name is Victoria, and I love that name. I think it's just so amazing. And so, I was really excited to read this book, and it actually led me to read it. And then I actually read the jacket cover inside thing, and it was fantastic, and I was like, oh my god, this looks good. And even the inside is beautiful. Like, do you see this beauty right here? That's a lot of beauty. It's so good, and it's, Anyway, I recently started this one, and I'm not so sure what I think about it so far. It has a lot of interesting aspects coming into play, and it seems like it will be fast-paced with a lot of action and excitement and oh my god, what's gonna happen kind of things, but I'm only on chapter 3 right now, so we'll have to wait and see! Surprises! But if you are reading this, please don't spoil it for me in the comments. But if you want to talk about it with me as I go through the chapters, then feel free. Maybe we could do like a chapter thing. I don't know, I've never done that before, and I don't really have that many followers, so we'll see what happens. Another book I'm simultaneously reading alongside of Red Queen is Italo Calvino's If on a Winter's Night, a Traveler. And I'd never heard of this book before, ever, until my brother Josh, who usually, he knows all the stuff that I don't know, and I know some of the stuff that he doesn't know. So when we get together, we are a mighty power. And he told me that, hey, this book is really cool, and it celebrates the readers in it. And I was like, celebrates readers? What? It's so different, and it's incredible. And this guy is kind of a genius, and I'm not that far into it. I'm on like chapter 5, but it is so cool, and I wanted to share it with you guys. It starts out kind of weird, and it took me a couple chapters to realize the pattern of it all and how it was going down, but it starts off with a reader who buys a book, and he starts to read it, and it's about this traveler, and the reader is describing this book in his own unique style as he's reading it to us, and so it's very interesting, it's very different. And so it'll go from one chapter he has the book, then the next chapter he's reading it and you get to see it through his eyes, and then the next chapter it's his thoughts about the previous chapter that he just read, and it's really cool, and he ends up meeting a second reader who's reading the book, and there are some problems with the printing of this book, and they kind of team up, it seems like, to figure out what's going on with the book and where they can find the books that they want, because it ends up being like a bunch of different books, and it's like their reactions to all of these changes and just figuring out what's going on, and it is amazing. But also, like, this cover, it's very simple. It just has a train. Now, I picked it up, and I liked it immediately when I saw the train, because I love trains. I'm a train freak. But if you don't like trains, you might not pick this up, and because it's so plain, you also might not have picked it up. But despite its plainness, it's a really good read. It really makes you think, and it celebrates the reader, you, me, everyone. It celebrates anyone who reads things, and I thought that was really cool because it's like, I don't know, it's kind of like they're in their own fandom with these books that they're reading. And of course they don't mention fandoms because I don't think they were around by the time he was writing this in the 1900s, but you know. But anyway, these are the books I've been reading, and I thought you might be interested in them and might want to pick them up yourselves. Red Queen, I know, is super popular in the young adult world right now. I think it's Victoria Aveyard's debut novel, to be honest, and so far I'm liking what I'm reading. And I really can't wait to see more of the world that she's created, and hey, if you are interested in Italo Calvino, hey, pick this book up, because it's awesome, and he has more. Some more books, guys. He's also written The Baron in the Trees, The Non-Existent Night, The Watcher, and other stories. Invisible Cities, which, just by the title, I really want to read it because it sounds super interesting. And The Seasons in the City, which also sounds really cool, and he's written a whole bunch more. And I'm sure they're all as innovative and creative as If on a Winter's Night, a Traveler. And just that name, If on a Winter's Night, a Traveler. If on a Winter's Night, a Traveler what? Like, he's full of these things, I'm finding out. All of these cliffhangers, he's like the master of them. And it's so frustrating, but it's so worth it. So anyway, that's what's going down in my world of reading, and this is what this Writer's Wednesday is about. I know it's kind of boring, so I apologize for that, but I just had to share with you my zeal for these books, and hope that maybe you will pick them up, or maybe you will talk to me about them, because that's honestly amazing if you have read them, because I love to talk about books, and sometimes I don't have people to talk to them about, like Throne of Midnight. No, that's Crown of Midnight.
Like Throne of Glass, which my brother Josh, who has not yet read, and I really want to talk to him about my theories, and I found out one of my theories was correct in Crown of Midnight, and he just won't talk to me. What the heck, Josh? So, yeah, if you guys want to talk to me about Throne of Glass, please, 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 please talk to me about Throne of Glass, because I'm in love, in love, in love. I'm in love. This is my heart. It's beating for Throne of Glass and Crown of Midnight, and I have to air fire, so no spoilers. No spoilers for that one, or the Assassin's Blade. I'm gonna read that after all of them, because I'm gonna be sad once I finish Airfire, and my heart's gonna be broken, but then I'm gonna be like, oh wait, the Assassin's Blade, I'm gonna read it, and I'm gonna be like, oh my god, this is so cool, I think I'm gonna follow Sam, but let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Thank you for watching this video. If you did, if you liked what you saw, please subscribe. And if you didn't, please like it anyway. I mean, yeah, likes all around. Likes, let's like it up. Like it up.
Look in your eye and look at that lipstick stick. We never go out of style. We never go out of style. I'm such a dork. Okay. That was one of the stupidest. That sounded so stupid. Hold on. Here's to hoping. No. Here's hoping. So I've kind of been in a job scramble, and I've been going to the library. I don't go to the library. I lost my library card. So yeah, I'm kind of in a slump, but I'm back. I say that way too often. And this is just stupid. My lighting's really bad. I'm sorry. It's just I'm in the basement because my room's really cold, and even though it has really good lighting at this time of day, it's like an ice box because my mom won't let me turn on the heat because it's a different kind of heat, and she's afraid I'm gonna like burn my room down. Because I still live with my parents,